Welcome, everybody, as we have just a few minutes before the varsity teams begin. It is the Porky Butts Barbecue, the Raystone Wealth Partners with Brian Urban, and One Staff pregame show right here on WDCNEmedia.com. And we have the Lady Falcons taking on the Arlington Eagles. And it's going to be an interesting game because we see two completely different starts of the season between the two of them. And so let's go ahead and kind of take a look at that as we jump in. And, well, actually, before we do that, let's go ahead and say thank you to the sponsors. Again, it's the One Staff, Raystone Wealth Partners, and Porky Butts pregame show right here on WDCNEmedia.com.
Athletes hustle, nurses hustle, recruiters hustle. Guess who's hiring? One Staff. And we're ready for the next team of all-stars. Casual work environment, unlimited opportunity, work hard, play hard, apply today, osmcareers.com. One Staff's goal is to have more personal touch with the travelers we work for and the employees we hire to work with in the healthcare industry. One Staff makes it fun because of the exceptional talent and sparkling souls we seek out to hire. You can apply today, osmcareers.com.
Welcome to Porky Butts Barbecue, a proud sponsor of DC West Athletics.
Hey guys, Blaine here for Porky Butts Barbecue. Teaming up with the local community means a lot to my wife and I, and giving back to the community means everything. We're excited to continue serving award-winning barbecue to our community and everybody that just enjoys our smoked meat.
You can find Porky Butts award-winning barbecue located off of 156th and Maple, where we offer dine-in and catering perfect for any size of events.
Come to Porky Butts where we're smoking our butts off.
Welcome back to Falcon Gymnasium as we are getting ready for the Lady Falcons to take on the Arlington Eagles right here. And it is the Porky Butts Barbecue, the Raystone Wealth Partners with Brian Urban, and One Staff pregame show. Again, I was just before we went to break, wanted to say that we have a story of two different starts of the season. Not to say that any game is easy or anything like that, but the Falcons, with a 1-2 record, started off facing off really tough teams. First off, against Gretna and Fort Calhoun, both battling to a loss, but coming back with Concordia, a really tough team that has a 4-1 record now, and as they the Falcons handed them their first loss. Taking a look at the Arlington Eagles, going back, and they're actually at a 3-1 record. And their wins have been against teams that are currently 4-0 for the season, or 0-4. So that just kind of tells us a little bit of the story there, where the one loss that they had was against UTAN, and UTAN again is actually a 3-1 as well. So we're looking forward to having UTAN come here to Falcon Gymnasium at some point in time. So, but overall, looking for the Falcons, let's take a look at the stats and see how their team lays out. Points per game, they have Emma Tim really has been racking up the points, 17.7 on average per game so far. Followed by Macy Wolf, 11.7, so two in the double digits. Haley Arp with 9.7. Field goal percentage, Haley Arp at 50%. Emmy Tim is 36%, Macy Wolf 29%. Rebounds per game, Macy Wolf leading the way for the Eagles, 10.3 per game. Haley Arp, 7, and Emmy Tim, 5. Assists per game, Macy Wolf leading the way, 3.3 assists. Finley Tim, 2.3, and Emmy Tim, 2.0. Steals per game, Emmy Tim is leading with 3 steals. Finley Tim 2.7 and Macy Wolf 2.3. And blocks per game, Macy Wolf 1.3 and Haley Arp averaging 0.7 blocks per game. And so 3-point percentage, Emmy Tim leading the way through 31%. Macy Wolf with 27 and Ansley Wolf with 13. So overall, Emmy Tim has 53 points so far this season. Macy Wolf 35, Haley Arp 29. So that is a quick look at the Eagles. Now let's move things on over to the Falcons. As, again, they were able to battle and win against Concordia. And that was a great battle that happened on Saturday. The boys will be taking on Concordia later on. With that, we have 2 point leaders at 10 points each, Bella Zock and Addie Strong. Elliot Issep is with 8 points. Bella Zock leading field goal percentage at 61%. Elliot Issep with 50 and Talia Walsh with 40%. Rebounds per game, Talia Walsh leading the way, 5.7. Addie Strong, 5, and Elliot Issep with 4. Addison Strong leading the assists with 6 assists per game. Bella Zock, 1.3. Mallory Shaw, 0.7. Steals per game, Addison Strong, 2.5. Bella Zock, 1.3, and Mallory Shaw, 1. And blocks per game, Talia Walsh leading with 1. Lola Anderson with a 0.5, and Bella Zock with 0.3. 3-point field goal percentage, Ella Issep with 60%. Allison Cook with 50 and Bella Zock with 40%. And so all-time leaders, Bella Zock leading the way with 30 points. And Ella Issep with 24 and Talia Walsh with 20. So we have just a couple minutes away before we turn it away. It is the Porky Butts Barbecue One Staff and Raystone Well Partners pregame show right here on WDCNEmedia.com.
Athletes hustle, nurses hustle, recruiters hustle. Guess who's hiring? One Staff, and we're ready for the next team of All-Stars. Casual work environment, unlimited opportunity, work hard, play hard, apply today, osmcareers.com. One Staff's goal is to have more personal touch with the travelers we work for and the employees we hire to work with in the healthcare industry. One Staff makes it fun because of the exceptional talent and sparkling souls we seek out to hire. You can apply today, osmcareers.com.
Welcome to Porky Butts Barbecue, a proud sponsor of DC West Athletics.
Hey guys, Blaine here for Porky Butts Barbecue. Teaming up with the local community means a lot to my wife and I, and giving back to the community means everything. We're excited to continue serving award-winning barbecue to our community and everybody that just enjoys our smoked meat.
You can find Porky Butts award-winning barbecue located off of 156th and Maple, where we offer dine-in and catering perfect for any size of events.
Come to Porky Butts where we're smoking our butts off.
Anchor Roofing and Landscaping is a proud sponsor of DC West Falcons, and they can handle all roofing needs, both residential and commercial. Their philosophy is just built around how you would like to be treated as if they were in your shoes. So they take away all that guesswork by having open, honest dialogue with their customers. It makes the whole process easier for everyone. Learn more at anchorroofing.com. Water is the source of life, and with more of us moving to the dream of quiet country living, we need a trusted source for our home's water needs. AWS Well Company of Meade is that professional, reliable, and trusted service in the water well industry for over 50 years. Full service provider and one stop for everything from private to commercial water well drilling. Put AWS Wells expertise to work for your water needs. Find out more about the area's groundwater pros. Go to AWS. Smart Freight Funding, the #1 factoring company for the bulk trucking industry, is a proud sponsor of DC West sports, activities, and the Booster Club. You can find details about Smart Freight Funding at smartfreightfunding.com.
When roof damage, leaks, or exterior wear put your property at risk, they're here to help with responsive service and clear solutions. Since 2006, our TDH contracting team has served Omaha and the surrounding Douglas County areas, providing solutions that focus on safety, durability, and transparency. They help local homeowners and businesses take control of unexpected roofing problems, storm damage, and ongoing structural concerns with practical, high-quality work. From urgent repairs to full remodels, they're equipped to handle a wide range of needs with a steady hand and a forward-thinking approach. TDH Contracting, building up trust one project at a time.
This time we're going to play this sportsmanship trio.
Remember, this is for the student athletes and it's just a game. Allow us to be excited and enjoyable experience for everyone in attendance.
No yelling at the officials. That's not why you're at the game. We're here to watch the game. We all work for the numbers and trying their best.
No yelling at the coaches. They're trying their best to put each team in the best possible position to win the game. Just be supportive of the ball season. Coaching is not easy. Let's go, Falcons!
No yelling at the new players on the field. They already know that it's what we need everyone to help that this can be done.
Instead of being embarrassed and worrying about their parents or fans and coaches.
Lastly, no yelling against your own schools.
Remember, parents should have students and make you.
Be respectful to each other and appreciate being able to watch the game.
We want the game to be spent full of positive energy, respectful, and a great overall experience for everyone. We need your help in being a role model, showing sportsmanship, not yelling, and just cheering.
And at this time, we would like to recognize the parents of the DC West girls basketball team. All the parents would please rise and be recognized at this time. Thank you for all of your time, effort, and support of the DC West girls basketball program. Thank you, parents. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for tonight's contest. First for the Eagles of Arlington High School. A senior, number 2, Emmy Kim. A senior, number 4, Macy Wolf. A freshman, number 10, Ainsley Wolf. A freshman, number 12, Finley Kim. And a senior, number 14, Grayson Adams. Assistant coaches are Leslie Rubin, Josh Hilgenkamp, and Britt Wilson. Head coach of the Eagles, Tasha Wolf.
Well, there we go. We're ready for basketball as both teams been introduced, and we are ready to play. It's gonna, like I said, it's going to be a fascinating game to watch because there have been win-loss is not where this one's going to come from. It is the type of season that they're starting off with. And what they can do with it from here. So leading off, and the Eagles win the tip. Top of the key, Emmy Tim calling the play for the Eagles. Driving in, getting the block. Tries to pass underneath, but stolen away by Bella Zott. Bella gets it over. Near corner, right around the top, Bella Zott. Now gets it back to Strong. Strong underneath to Talia Walsh. Back to Zott. Zott sends it to the far side to Shaw. Underneath to Walsh, back to Shaw. Zott fakes, bounce pass underneath to Walsh. Looked at the three. And then we see going driving in. Strong puts it up. Rebound by the Falcons. Back out to the top of the key. Gets it underneath to Walsh. Walsh sends it back out to around the key. 3-point attempt, rims out. And that was rebound by Emmy Tim for the for the Eagles. Try to put it up, but rebound by the Falcons. Send it forward to Bella Zott. Bella Zott drives in, looking for help, sends it back out to Strong. Strong drives in and puts it up. First 2 points of the game. Calling the key at the top of the key. Gets it in underneath to Macy Wolf. Back over to Tim, who takes the 2-point jumper. Rebound by the Falcons, by Walsh. Sends it all the way forward to Bella Zott, who is looking to see if she could have done a 1-on-2, but pulls it back. Back out to Murphy, and then Walsh. Walsh sends it to the far side, back underneath to Walsh. 3-point attempt by Strong. And coming in, looks like we have a foul called against a Falcon. Let's see who it is called against. So that is against Talia Walsh. That's the first personal and first team. So Arlington with Ansley Wolf inbounds to Emmy Tim. Tim sets it up, gets it in underneath to Macy Wolf. Stolen away by the Falcons. Strong driving in to the near side. Gets all the way across and underneath, but passes too high. Rebound by the Eagles. Send it forward. Looking for help underneath. Gets it back over to Tim. Tim driving in, picks it up to the far side. 3-point attempt by the Eagles, and that is good by Ansley Wolf. Deep pass to Bella Zott. Tried to pass it back, but the hands of the Eagles getting in the way. Gets it in underneath. Looking for help. Dribbles out. Gets it back out to Macy Wolf. Macy Wolf sends it over to Emmy Tim. Tim back over the near side. Rebound, 3-point shot, and that is short, but rebounded by Ariana Mincer, who tries to go up and does draw the foul. So that is a second team foul and second personal foul by Talia Walsh. First attempt is up, and that is off to the south or east. Trying to think of where we are in this building. To the left. One more attempt. Mincer with the second attempt is up, and that one rims out. Rebound is complete by Mallory Shaw. Sends it forward to Strong. Strong sends it to Bella Zott. Back to Strong, who goes up and gets fouled on the way in. Now it is a pre-shot foul, so that is going to be an inbound. So the first team foul for the Eagles and first personal foul for Emmy Tim. Shaw to inbound, gets it over to Belzak. Goes up and not able to get it, but rebound by Ainsley Wolf. And she's called for the travel, and so it goes back to the Falcons. 4:26 left of the first period. Eagles lead by 1, 3-2. Shaw inbounds, gets back out over to Estep. Estep over to Shaw, to Zock. Underneath to Strong, who drives a jumper up. Not able to get it to drop in. Rebound by the Eagles. Eagles get it over to Emmy Tim. Drives in, puts it up. It comes out. And saved by the Falcons. Strong with the ball. Gets across the timeline. Shaw then to Belazak on the near side. Underneath to Strong, who jumper, puts it up and it comes out. Issup driving back in by Issup, and it is not dropped, but she does draw the foul, so she gets to go to the free throw line. So Issup with 2 attempts here. First attempt is up and bounces in. Ties it up at 3. Foul against Mincer. So both teams with 2 fouls. Second one, nothing but net. Drops in. Eagles inbound, no pressure. Tim gets it over to Wolf. Wolf drives in underneath into the lane, looking for help. Bounce it back over to Tim on the near side. Underneath to Wolf. Wolf turnaround jumper and puts it up. And is able to get a drop in. And with that, we have a timeout called by the Falcons. So it's a short timeout. We'll take a short break as well right here on WDCNEmedia.com.
Omaha Animal Medical Group is a full-service veterinary clinic located at 3316 North 120th Street in Omaha. Our 3 doctors are available for regular appointments, walk-ins, emergencies, and surgical procedures. Dr. Courtney Knott of Omaha Animal Medical Group offers small animal veterinary in-home visits to Valley and Waterloo residents. This is a low-stress option for your pet's health care needs.
Omaha Animal Medical Group, where pets are family.
Welcome back as we come out of a short timeout for the Falcons, taking it early. 3:06 left of the first period, trailing by 1, 4-5. Falcons get to inbound. Inbound goes to Belazak and comes over to the near side, all the way across to Isep, then back to Zock. Isep sends it back over to Shaw. Underneath to Strong, then back over. Isep with a 3-pointer at the buzzer. Going after, there was a bit of tangle. And now there's a foul called against Lauren Pittman for the Eagles. It gives the ball back over to the Falcons. Obviously some disagreement there from the Eagles side. Inbound gets it into Strong, and she was able to put that up and get it in, changing the lead yet again. 3-point attempt on the far side, a little bit short. Rebound by Ansley Wolf. Sends it back out. Recovered by Tim. Tim gets a screen, drives in, puts it up, and comes back out, but gets her own rebound, puts it up again. Rebound comes back over to Ansley Wolf, and she's called for the travel. So gives it back to the Falcons. Mallory Shaw to inbound. E-step receives, sends it forward to Belazak. Belazak drives and sends it back over to Murphy. Murphy underneath the strong, puts it up. Rebound by the Eagles. They send it forward. Finley Tim drops it over to the far side. And going on, Macy Wolf puts it up and gets fouled on the way up, so she gets to go to the foul line. And that is Addie Strong's first personal foul, the third team foul. Ainsley Wolf shooting 2. Or Macy Wolf, I'm sorry. First attempt is up and good. Ties it up at 6. Minute 39 left of the first period. We knew it was going to be a tough game and starting off that way. Second one up, and that is good. It's been 4 lead changes so far this game. Long pass up, good to Belazak, who's able to drive in and put it up for 2. Eagles setting it up, looking for the screen, able to drive in. Passes it back over to Adams. Adams to Wolf, back to Tim. Tim on the far side. Drives in the lane, puts it up, and gets the 2 and the foul. And that foul is going to go against Belazak. That's the 4th team foul. So that sends Emmy Tim to the free throw line for the 3rd point of that play. At least the attempt of that. And that is up and rims around and bounces in. 10-8, minute 9 left of the first period. Shaw has it taken away from her, but we see Emmy Tim head out of bounds, so it stays with the Falcons. Falcons inbound to A-step. Over to Belazak. Zak on the right side. Bounce pass underneath to Murphy. Back to E-step. Top and then the near side. Belazak tries to put a 3 in. It's not able to get it in. Run away and just too far under. Not able to get it in, and we see the rebound. And so Mallory Shaw with the rebound, then she got fouled by Grayson Adams. Both teams have 4 team fouls with 32 seconds left. Eagles leading by 2. Zock sends it to the near side of the Esep. Esep back to Zock to Murphy. Esep at the top of the key. Bounce pass underneath. Picked up Murphy, sent back out to Esep. Zock looked at the 3, drives into the lane, puts it up. A little too hard, but gets her own rebound. Sends him all the way back out to Esep. Esep drives into the lane, puts it up, and is able to get it to drop in. And that is the first period. Ties it at 10. Both teams battling hard and very, very equal. Everything. Fouls, all that stuff. So we'll be back in just 1 minute with more varsity basketball for the Falcons on WDCNEmedia.com.
New Moon Cleaning is a proud sponsor of DC West Sports and Activities and Booster Club. You can check out New Moon Cleaning, where you can refresh, renew, and revive your home. Find them at new-moon-cleaning.com.
When roof damage, leaks, or exterior wear put your property at risk, they're here to help with responsive service and clear solutions. Since 2006, our TDH contracting team has served Omaha and the surrounding Douglas County areas, providing solutions that focus on safety, durability, and transparency. They help local homeowners and businesses take control of unexpected roofing problems, storm damage, and ongoing structural concerns with practical, high-quality work. From urgent repairs to full remodels, they're equipped to handle a wide range of needs with a steady hand and a forward-thinking approach. TDH Contracting, building up trust one project at a time.
We'll say thank you to all of the Falcon Pride Booster Club sponsors for bringing coverage to you right here on WDCNEmedia.com. Inbound to Eastep. Bounce to the far side, Belazak. The ball gets knocked out of bounds off of the Eagles, so it stays with the Falcons. Falcons inbound, gets to Talia Walsh. Stolen away. Pass gets sent over the far side. Driving in, Tim puts it up, but gets the foul. Does not get the ball to drop in. So Belazak's second personal foul, first team foul for the second period. Tied at 2. Amy Tim at the free throw line. First one is up. And that one rims out. Bounces off the rim, comes back out. Second attempt is up, and that one is good. Arlington now with a 1-point lead. Eastep receives the ball on the inbound. Goes to the far side to Belazak. Belazak sends it underneath, but is deflected. Gets it to Tim. Tim stops, draws back. Waiting for numbers, and then she gets fouled. And that one is the third personal foul for Talia Walsh. Second team foul of the second period. Macy Wolf to inbound, gets it in. Three-point attempt by Tim is good. Now the Eagles with a 4-point lead. Belazak driving in, gets underneath, sends it out to Strong. Strong hands it off, and looking at the three, back to Strong. We saw White get it in underneath. Battle underneath, and we see as Belazak tries to get it back out. So that is a foul called against Macy Wolf. First personal and first team foul for the second period. Strong to inbound, gets it out to Belazak. Zak looking to be able to get things started. Calling the play. Bounce pass underneath to Strong, back to Zak. Zak tries to get underneath. Too much traffic, very high risk. Eagles send it forward all the way across to the far side. Looks at 3-point. Ainsley Wolf drives in, and that one goes out of bounds off of a block by Strong, I believe. So the Eagles get to inbound. Send it out to Tim Finley. Tim. Underneath. As we see Macy Wolf drive in, but ends up walking and turning over to the Falcons. Belazak stepping out to inbound to Strong. Strong getting across the timeline, top of the key. Tries to get underneath. 3-point shot, and is good by Strong. Cuts it down to a 1-point lead for the Eagles. Eagles on the near side. Picks up the ball. Gets it back over to Tim. Tim takes a three, and that one just a bit hard. Rebound. And an overreach by the Eagles, who gives it over to the Falcons. Jody Veith inbound to Strong. Strong at the top of the key, comes to the near side, picks up the ball, looking for help. Sends it to Belazak on the near side, back to Strong. Strong to Zock. Zock underneath to Veith. Veith gets it in underneath, tries to pass it in to Zock, but not able to get it there. The Eagles come to the near side. Emmy Tim takes it back to the top of the key. Setting up the play. Looks to drive in, bounce pass to the near side. 3-point attempt, and that one's a little bit long. Rebound by Murphy. Sends it over to Strong. Strong gets it across the timeline. Picks up the ball. Gets it in underneath to Murphy. Then we see Veith with the attempt, but bounces out. Rebound by Tim. Back over to the far side. Wolf hands it over to Tim for the Eagles. Emmy Tim dribbles to the top of the key, setting up the play. Looking for the screen. Drives in, underneath, into the lanes, tries to send it out, but passes taken by Murphy for the Falcons, but a penalty, the foul is called. So that is against Belazak, her third personal foul, the team's third foul for the period. 4:41 left of the first half. Arlington leading by 1, 14-13. Macy Wolf inbounds to Tim. Emmy Tim calling the play. Back over to Wolf. Wolf driving into the lane, puts it up, and gets it to drop in and draws the foul. So 2 points there with and one. First personal foul for Erica Murphy. Fourth team foul for the Falcons. And that and one is good. Old-fashioned three-pointer right there. Falcons inbound, and we see a timeout called by the Falcons. 17-13. We'll take a quick break as well right here on WDCNEmedia.com.
Anchor Roofing and Landscaping is a proud sponsor of DC West Falcons, and they can handle all roofing needs, both residential and commercial. Their philosophy is just built around how you would like to be treated as if they were in your shoes. So they take away all that guesswork by having open, honest dialogue with their customers. It makes the whole process easier for everyone. Learn more at anchorroofing.com. Water is the source of life, and with more of us moving to the dream of quiet country living, we need a trusted source for our home's water needs. AWS Well Company of Meade is that professional, reliable, and trusted service in the water well industry for over 50 years. Full service provider and one stop for everything from private to commercial water well drilling. Put AWS Wells expertise to work for your water needs. Find out more about the area's groundwater pros. Go to awswell.com.
Welcome back to Falcons Stadium as we have the Arlington Eagles facing off against the Lady Falcons. 4:31 left of the first half. Arlington leading 17-13. Falcons just took a timeout. Falcons with the inbound. Estep receives the inbound. Brings it to the near side to White. Murphy looking for help. Back out to Estep. Estep sends it across to Veith. Veith sends it across to Peyton White. Murphy back underneath. Strong with a turnaround jumper, but off the mark. Rebound by the Eagles. Eagles get it to Tim, driving in. Puts it up underneath and is able to get that one to drop in. 19-13. Underneath from White to Strong. Back out, back to Strong underneath. looking for help, puts it up on the jumper is off the mark. And that rebound is by Ainsley Wolf, who draws the foul. And so that's going to be the 5th team foul. So that's going to put the next foul into, that's into the bonus territory. So now Arlington in the double bonus. And it is the first personal foul against Peyton White. First attempt is up, and that one bounces out. .344 left in the half. 19-13. Ainsley Wolf, second attempt is good. 13-20, 7-point lead. All right, so we have Lily Zock stepping in, replacing Jaden Veith. Back to the top, all the way to the near side. Zock, back to Zock, trying to get it recovered, but it bounces out off of the hands of an Eagle. So the Falcons get to inbound in the near corner. Sending out is Erica Murphy to inbound. Gets it in. To Strong underneath. Strong looking for the jumper to go up. Then off the mark. Eagles have had a really good defense underneath in the lane. Top of the key, Jimmy Tim calling the play. Drives and goes to the near side for Macy Wolf. Macy Wolf picks it up, tries to feed it to Tim. Picked up by Erica Murphy. Murphy sends it over to Strong. Strong on the far side drives in the lane. Jumper is short, but saved. Falcons get it back over to Strong, who puts it up and is able to get that one to drop in. Now 15 and 25-point lead for the Eagles. 2:39 left of the first half. Driving in, picks it up, takes a couple steps, and the layup is good for M.E. Tim. Falcons setting up in the near side, bounce pass underneath to Strong, back out. Peyton White with a 3-point, that one is off and goes out of bounds. So that it turns over to the Eagles. Mallory Shaw coming in, and she's replacing Erica Murphy. A couple of trades for the Eagles as well. Eagles setting it up, go to the near side. Wolf with a 3-point attempt. That one's off the mark. Rebound by Peyton White. He draws the foul. So that is the second team foul for the Eagles. And the second personal foul for Grayson Adams. Inbound to Estep. Estep sends it to White. Back to Estep. Estep to Murphy. Or Shaw, I'm sorry. Underneath to Strong. Strong drives in, is able to get it to drive in and drop in. 17-22, minute 39 left. Wolf gets it to Tim. Tim at the top of the key. Tim calling the play, drives in the lane, sends it back out to the far side. All the way across, chasing it down. And a violation there, turns over to the Falcons. Oh wait, no, it's a timeout there. So again, let's go ahead and say thank you to sponsors part of the Falcon Pride Booster Club. Again, you want to learn more about the Falcon Pride Booster Club, there is their QR code coming up. So again, thank you to sponsors like Beyond Dreams, Custom Landscape, Cookie Cups, Shields, Heidi Sesco, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Junk Stock, New Moon Cleaning, Omaha Animal Medical Group, Dauber Construction, Anchor Roofing, AWS Well Company, One Staff, Racer and Wealth Partners, Brian Urban, Smart Freight Funding, TDH, and Porky Butts.
The Eagles basketball out of timeout.
All right, Eagles get to inbound. Sending it in to Tim. Tim drives into the lane, pulls back to the top of the key. Bounce pass underneath the Wolf. Wolf feeds it over to Finley, who's able to drop that one in for two. Estep, top of the key, passes to White, back to Estep. Estep sends it to the far side to Shaw, back to Estep. Estep to White. White with a three-point attempt. That one's off the mark, but Shaw right there for the rebound. 19-24, 50 seconds left of the half. Eagles bounce pass underneath the Wolf. Wolf turn around and drags that foot, gets away with a travel. Back to Tim. Tim looking to call the game. Bounce pass underneath to Wolf. Wolf having to come back out. Shaw with her hands in the right place. Gets it over to Estep. Estep getting the foul. So that's a third team foul for the Eagles. Second personal foul for Emmy Tim. Shaw inbounds to Estep. Estep tries to get it underneath. Wolf able to snag it away. 13 seconds left. Passes it to the near side. Three-point attempt by Ainsley Wolf. Rebound by Estep. Estep sends it forward. And it gets the travel. So turned over to the Eagles with 1:02 left of the half. Or 1.2 seconds, I'm sorry. And they're just going to hold on to it and wrap up. So the first half going to Arlington, a huge battle between the two as the Eagles leading 24-19 over the Falcons. Again, we want to say thank you to all the sponsors. And the halftime show is brought to us by TDH Roofing and Smart Freight Funding. So let's go ahead and say thank you to the sponsors as we continue on right here on WDCNEmedia.com.
Smart Freight Funding, the #1 factoring company for the bulk trucking industry, is a proud sponsor of DC West sports, activities, and the Booster Club. You can find details about Smart Freight Funding at smartfreightfunding.com.
When roof damage, leaks, or exterior wear put your property at risk, they're here to help with responsive service and clear solutions. Since 2006, our TDH contracting team has served Omaha and the surrounding Douglas County areas, providing solutions that focus on safety, durability, and transparency. They help local homeowners and businesses take control of unexpected roofing problems, storm damage, and ongoing structural concerns with practical, high-quality work. From urgent repairs to full remodels, they're equipped to handle a wide range of needs with a steady hand and a forward-thinking approach. TDH Contracting, building up trust one project at a time.
Anchor Roofing and Landscaping is a proud sponsor of DC West Falcons, and they can handle all roofing needs, both residential and commercial. Their philosophy is just built around how you would like to be treated as if they were in your shoes. So they take away all that guesswork by having open, honest dialogue with their customers. It makes the whole process easier for everyone. Learn more at anchorroofing.com. Water is the source of life, and with more of us moving to the dream of quiet country living, we need a trusted source for our home's water needs. AWS Well Company of Meade is that professional, reliable, and trusted service in the water well industry for over 50 years. Full service provider and one stop for everything from private to commercial water well drilling. Put AWS Wells expertise to work for your water needs. Find out more about the area's groundwater pros. Go to awswell.com. Athletes hustle, nurses hustle, recruiters hustle. Guess who's hiring? One staff, and we're ready for the next team of all-stars. Casual work environment, unlimited opportunity, work hard, play hard, apply today, osmcareers.com. One staff's goal is to have more personal touch with the travelers we work for and the employees we hire to work with in the healthcare industry. One Staff makes it fun because of the exceptional talent and sparkling souls we seek out to hire. You can apply today, osmcareers.com. New Moon Cleaning is a proud sponsor of DC West Sports and Activities and Booster Club. You can check out New Moon Cleaning, where you can refresh, renew, and revive your home. Find them at new-moon-cleaning.com.
Omaha Animal Medical Group is a full-service veterinary clinic located at 3316 North 120th Street in Omaha. Our 3 doctors are available for regular appointments, walk-ins, emergencies, and surgical procedures. Dr. Courtney Knott of Omaha Animal Medical Group offers small animal veterinary in-home visits to Valley and Waterloo residents. This is a low-stress option for your pet's health care needs.
Omaha Animal Medical Group, where pets are family.
Welcome to Porky Butts Barbecue, a proud sponsor of DC West Athletics.
Hey guys, Blaine here for Porky Butts Barbecue. Teaming up with the local community means a lot to my wife and I, and giving back to the community means everything. We're excited to continue serving award-winning barbecue to our community and everybody that just enjoys our smoked meat.
You can find Porky Butts award-winning barbecue located off of 156th and Maple, where we offer dine-in and catering perfect for any size of events.
Come to Porky Butts where we're smoking our butts off.
Welcome back to Falcon Stadium. It's Smart Freight Funding and TDH Roofing Siding mid-halftime show. The Lady Falcons battling against the Eagles. The Eagles have a better record than the Falcons. The Falcons have faced tougher teams, but we knew this one's going to be a tough one because we're heading into the middle of the season and everybody is getting back into the groove of it. Eagles leading 24-19, 5-point lead at halftime. The difference at this point in time would be, I would say, 2 3-pointers that the Eagles were able to drop in. Otherwise, statistically, everything else is looking pretty average or pretty the same. Fouls pretty much the same. Steals and all that stuff. So, again, a pretty good game before us. And so the second half, obviously, both teams going to make some slight adjustments and be able to kind of work through that. I want to say again thank you to all the sponsors. You can see them in the upper left-hand corner throughout the entire game, and they're part of the Falcon Pride Booster Club. And look for the Falcon Pride Booster Club QR code so you can learn more about them. Go ahead and go to their website, their Facebook page. We do want to say thank you to all the sponsors, including Beyond Dreams Custom Landscape, Cookie Cups, Shields, Heidi's Tesco, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Junk Stock, New Moon Cleaning, Omaha Animal Medical Group, Dauber Construction, Anchor Roofing, AWS Well Company, One Staff, Raystone Wealth Partners, Brian Urban, Smart Freight Funding, TDH, and Porky Butts. We'll come back after we take one more break, and we have second half basketball for the boys takeover as well. It's all coming your way right here on WDCNEmedia.com.
Smart Freight Funding, the #1 factoring company for the bulk trucking industry, is a proud sponsor of DC West Sports, Activities, and the Booster Club. You can find details about Smart Freight Funding at smartfreightfunding.com.
When roof damage, leaks, or exterior wear put your property at risk, they're here to help with responsive service and clear solutions. Since 2006, our TDH contracting team has served Omaha and the surrounding Douglas County areas, providing solutions that focus on safety, durability, and transparency. They help local homeowners and businesses take control of unexpected roofing problems, storm damage, and ongoing structural concerns with practical, high-quality work. From urgent repairs to full remodels, they're equipped to handle a wide range of needs with a steady hand and a forward-thinking approach. TDH Contracting, building up trust one project at a time.
Anchor Roofing and Landscaping is a proud sponsor of DC West Falcons, and they can handle all roofing needs, both residential and commercial. Their philosophy is just built around how you would like to be treated as if they were in your shoes. So they take away all that guesswork by having open, honest dialogue with their customers. It makes the whole process easier for everyone. Learn more at anchorroofing.com. Water is the source of life, and with more of us moving to the dream of quiet country living, we need a trusted source for our home's water needs. AWS Well Company of Meade is that professional, reliable, and trusted service in the water well industry for over 50 years. Full service provider and one stop for everything from private to commercial water well drilling. Put AWS Wells expertise to work for your water needs. Find out more about the area's groundwater pros. Go to awswell.com. Athletes hustle, nurses hustle, recruiters hustle. Guess who's hiring? One staff, and we're ready for the next team of all-stars. Casual work environment, unlimited opportunity, work hard, play hard. Apply today, osmcareers.com. One staff's goal is to have more personal touch with the travelers we work for and the employees we hire to work with in the healthcare industry. One staff makes it fun because of the exceptional talent and sparkling souls we seek out to hire. You can apply today, osmcareers.com. New Moon Cleaning is a proud sponsor of DC West Sports and Activities and Booster Club. You can check out New Moon Cleaning, where you can refresh, renew, and revive your home. Find them at new-moon-cleaning.com.
Welcome back to the Falcon Gymnasium. We're getting ready to start the second half. Eagles basketball to start off with. Wolf inbounds to Emmy Tim. Tim gets across the timeline in the near side, battling Lily Zock, or Bella Zock. Tim with a three-point attempt on the far side. Rebound by Bella Zock. Gets it out to Strong. Strong drives across the timeline. Back over to Zock. Zock sends it to the far side. Shaw with a three-point. That was short, but rebound by Tyler Walsh. And then she gets fouled. So that's the first team foul for Arlington. Oh, so okay, I guess not a foul. It was called a time to try to get it out to Zock, but Tim in there. Pass was stolen away. Strong puts it up and draws the foul. Not able to get it to drop as she broke away, but does get to go to the free throw line. So that is the first team foul and first personal foul for Ansley Wolf. Strong shooting two. First one is up, and that is good. Brings it to 4. Second attempt up, and that is good. One shot game at this point. Tim gets it over to Wolf. Wolf sends it to Finley Tim all the way to the near side. Wolf gets it underneath to Grayson Adams, who is able to put it up and in. Falcons now on the way. Strong sends it over to Shaw, back to Strong. Zock on the near side. Picks it up. Strong. Back to Zock. Zock drives into the lane, puts it up, and it's good, and gets the foul. So we have an and one situation. Second team foul for the Eagles, and that is the second personal foul for Macy Wolf. So Bella Zock with the and one attempt. That is up and rims out. Goes out of bounds off of the fingertips of Talia Walsh. Eagles with the inbound. Falcons pulling back. Tim sends it to the far side underneath to Wolf. Wolf, turnaround jumper, puts it up, and that one's short. Rebound by Bella Zock. Zock sends it to Strong for the Falcons. Falcons looking for help. And reaching foul, and that reaching foul is by Finley Tim. So that's the third team foul, first personal foul for Finley Tim. Looks like Shaw goes out, and Murphy comes in for the Falcons. Strong on the far side, drives up, jumper. And that one's off the backside of the rim, bounces out. Rebound by the Eagles. Eagles get it to the far side. Wolf gets it over to Finley Tim. Finley Tim over to Emmy Tim. Looking for help. And called a timeout because the Eagles were not able to get anything done right there, so they're going to take a quick timeout to reset. And so we will take a timeout as well right here on WDCNEmedia.com.
Omaha Animal Medical Group is a full-service veterinary clinic located at 3316 North 120th Street in Omaha. Our 3 doctors are available for regular appointments, walk-ins, emergencies, and surgical procedures. Dr. Courtney Knott of Omaha Animal Medical Group offers small animal veterinary in-home visits to Valley and Waterloo residents. This is a low-stress option for your pet's health care needs.
Omaha Animal Medical Group, where pets are family.
Welcome to Porky Butts Barbecue, a proud sponsor of DC West Athletics.
Hey guys, Blaine here for Porky Butts Barbecue. Teaming up with the local community means a lot to my wife and I, and giving back to the community means everything. We're excited to continue serving award-winning barbecue to our community and everybody that just enjoys our smoked meat.
You can find Porky Butts award-winning barbecue located off of 156th and Maple, where we offer dine-in and catering perfect for any size of events.
Come to Porky Butts where we're smoking our butts off.
Welcome back to Falcon Gymnasium as the Arlington Eagles came to play. Eagles inbound. Tim at the top of the key. Gets it into Wolf. Tapped away by Eagles, but the shot was short, but goes off of the fingertips of Erica Murphy for the Falcons, so it stays with the Eagles. Eagles inbound to the far side. Ainsley Wolf gets it back to Macy Wolf. Macy Wolf gets it over to Emma Tim. Emmy Tim to Wolf. Wolf looking for help. Gets it underneath. Stolen away, but stolen back by Tim, who is able to drive in the lane and put it up for 2. Long pass in to Zock. Zock drives in but loses the ball, and we have a jump ball on the ground. And possession arrow goes to the Eagles. 23-28. 5:03 left in the third period. Eagles leading. Inbound comes across. Wolf looking for help. Sends it all the way across to Ainsley Wolf. Wolf at the top. Ainsley Wolf at the top of the key. Amy calling the play. Looking for the screen. Not able to get what she was looking for. Tries to pass it over and gets it over to Willa. Willis sends it across to Ainsley. 3-point attempt as Shaw with a rebound from Shaw for the Falcons. Strong to Zock. Zock to Strong. Strong in the middle, gets the free throw line back out. 3-point attempt by Bella Zock, and that is good. 2-point lead for the Eagles. Emmy at the top of the key for the Eagles. It's easier to call by first name. As she drives in, she draws the foul, and that foul is called against Bella Zock. I believe that's her 4th personal foul. So foul trouble right now for Bella Zock. So Bella Zock coming out, sending in Erica Murphy. Or no, Elliot Estep. Estep in for Zock. Eagles inbound. Gets it out to Ainsley. Ainsley passes it over. Look to the 3-pointer. Ainsley drives in. Bounce pass across to Grayson Adams. Tries it. And jump ball is called. Possession arrow goes to the Falcons. So Strong at the top of the key, sends it across to Estep. Back to Strong. Strong to Estep. Estep to Strong. Strong to Shaw on the near side, all the way across to Estep. He's looked at the 3, sends it, and it bounces around. Rebound by Erica Murphy, tries to put it up and gets fouled. So she gets to go to the free throw line for 2 attempts. And that's the 2nd personal foul for Ainsley Wolf. 4th team foul, 3:20 left of the 3rd period. First attempt is up and off the backboard in the front of the rim and bounces out. One more attempt. Murphy getting ready, gets up, and that one is good. 1-point game, led by the Eagles. Emmy calling at the top of the key. Goes to the far side. Gets the screen by Wolf, puts it up, and that one is a little too hard. Rebound by Walsh. Hands it off to Strong. Strong gets across the timeline. Fills by Timmy, and then underneath. Estep sends it back over to Shaw. Shaw to Strong. Strong drives in. Tries to get it in underneath, and saving it was Erica Murphy, who drew the foul. So that is the 5th team foul for the Eagles. So Erica Murphy goes to the free throw line, and that is the 3rd personal foul for Ainsley Wolf. Looking to tie it up right here. First attempt is up, and that one is off to the right. Foul line shots definitely could make or break a game. 2nd attempt is up, and that is good. Ties the game. Emmy for the Eagles driving in. Picks up the ball and takes a couple of hops, but draws a foul. So that is the 2nd team foul and first personal foul for Elliot Estep. Arlington gets to inbound. And yep, there we go. And that was a great play right there as we see Murphy just bats it right back at the inbound. Inbounder grabs it, and it's out of bounds off of the Eagles, turned over to the Falcons. But battling for the control of the ball, Strong gets called for the foul. So it's her second personal. Turnover back over to the Eagles. Tied at 28, 2:18 left in the third period. Emmy drives across the timeline, sets up, calls the plays. Goes to the far side, comes across to the near side as Ainsley Wolf looking for help. And called a timeout. Looked like a little bit of traveling there going on there, but timeout is called, so we'll take a break when they take a break right here on WDCNEmedia.com.
Anchor Roofing and Landscaping is a proud sponsor of DC West Falcons, and they can handle all roofing needs, both residential and commercial. Their philosophy is just built around how you would like to be treated as if they were in your shoes. So they take away all that guesswork by having open, honest dialogue with their customers. It makes the whole process easier for everyone. Learn more at anchorroofing.com. Water is the source of life, and with more of us moving to the dream of quiet country living, we need a trusted source for our home's water needs. AWS Well Company of Meade is that professional, reliable, and trusted service in the water well industry for over 50 years. Full service provider and one stop for everything from private to commercial water well drilling. Put AWS Wells expertise to work for your water needs. Find out more about the area's groundwater pros. Go to awswell.com.
Welcome back to the Falcon Gymnasium, taking on the Arlington Eagles, and it is a tied game with 2 minutes left of the third period. Eagles get to inbound to Emmy Tim. Tim drives across, gets the screen, passes all the way to the near side to Ainsley Wolf. Gets it underneath, and then travel is called. There we go. Called against Maisie Wolf. Turnover back over to the Falcons. Minute 45 left of the third period, 28-28. Strong getting across the timeline. Bounce pass underneath the E-step. E-step to Murphy. Back to Strong. Three-point attempt by Shaw, and that one bounces around and out. And that's rebounded by Mincer. Sends it over to Tim. Tim at the top of the key. Drives in the lane, and that one comes out. And the rebound landed on by the Eagles. They finally get it up to Ainsley Wolf. Comes around and is able to get it over to Lauren Pittman for the three. Eagles with a 3-point lead, 1 minute left of the third period. Tries to bounce pass. Kick violation by Grayson Adams. Falcons in double bonus at this point, 54 seconds left of the third period. Strong back to E-step. E-step back to Strong on the far side. Strong D-step and underneath to Talia Walsh, who tries to put it up. Blocked by Wolf. Wolf sends it forward to Tim. Tim driving into the lane, pulls it back. Turn around, looking for help. Bounces, sends it across. Tries to get down underneath. Shaw with a block, sends it out of bounds, stays with the Eagles. 23.1 seconds left of the third period. We're in a one-shot game, 31-28, a three-pointer to tie it up. And get it back out, the Eagles get it out. Cross to Wolf. Wolf looking for help. To Tim. Tim calls the play. Tim looking for the screen, not able to get it. Wolf with a long three, and that one. Clock violation, turnover to the Eagle or to the Falcons. So 7 seconds left. So coming into inbound is Allison Cook. Cook to inbound. Gets it to Strong. Strong driving in, 2 seconds left. And that shot was just off. So that's 3 in the books. And the Eagles leading by 3, 31-28. And we'll be back in 1 minute right here for more basketball on WDCNEmedia.com.
Welcome to Porky Butts Barbecue, a proud sponsor of DC West Athletics.
Hey guys, Blaine here for Porky Butts Barbecue. Teaming up with the local community means a lot to my wife and I, and giving back to the community means everything. We're excited to continue serving award-winning barbecue to our community and everybody that just enjoys our smoked meat.
You can find Porky Butts award-winning barbecue located off of 156th and Maple, where we offer dine-in and catering perfect for any size of events.
Come to Porky Butts where we're smoking our butts off.
Welcome back to Falcon Gymnasium as the Lady Falcons taking on Arlington Eagles. Going into the fourth period, 8 minutes for the final of this game. Inbound to Tim. Tim gets across the timeline, sends it to the near side. Wolf drives in, puts it up, and rebound. That rebound is by Allison Cook. Gets it over to Strong. Strong gets across the timeline. Back underneath. Goes to the near side. E-step to Shaw. Shaw to E-step. E-step. Tip on the pass. Tim on the near side. Gets it back to the top. Look to the three-point. Drives in underneath, hands it off back over to Tim at the top of the key. Tim looking for assistance, backs up. Sends it to the far side to Wolf. Wolf drives in. Okay, actually that is to Finley Tim. Finley Tim's three-pointer is good. So we have a 6-point lead for the Eagles. Back to where they were for the halftime score. Strong driving in. Tries to put it up and draws the foul. So the first team foul for the fourth period. The Eagles have out-fouled the Falcons as well. And so that is the second personal foul for Ariana Mincer. First attempt is good. Strong second attempt and bounces around and drops in. 30-34. Amy Tim passes the near side. Ainsley Wolf gets in underneath and tries to put it up. And second team foul, third for the Eagles. Third personal foul for Grayson Adams. Falcons. Strong sending it in to the far side. E-step back to Strong. Strong goes to the Murphy on the near side. Back to Strong at the top of the key. E-step on the far side. Three-point is up and good. 3-point is good. That brings it back to a 1-point game. Eagles are leading 34-33. Emmy Tim crossing the timeline. Goes to the far side. Just pulls back, sends it in to Wolf. Wolf underneath to Mincer. Mincer turning around. Strong with a strip. Over to the Falcons. Strong driving in, sends it over to Shaw. Shaw back to the near side. E-step drives in. Over the far side for Strong. Strong driving in, puts it up, gets blocked out of bounds, stays with the Falcons. 5:25 left of the game. Eagles leading 34-33. Shaw inbounds all the way to the top to E-step. E-step sends it over to Strong. Strong to Shaw. Shaw on the far side underneath to Strong. Strong goes to the near side. Looked at the 3-point. Knocked out of bounds off of the Eagles, who stays with the Falcons. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Shaw gets it into Strong. Strong underneath, feeds it underneath, and putting it up was Erica Murphy for 2. And now the Falcons have the lead. Timmy drives in, puts it up, rebound underneath. Again, Wolf going in for the rebound, and there's a penalty. So that's the first team foul of the fourth period. Second personal foul of Erica Murphy. Eagles inbound to Finley Tim. Tim gets it over to Macy Wolf. Back over to Emma Tim. 3-point attempt. Off the rim and goes out of bounds. And it's now the Falcon basketball. Falcons lead with 4:44 left of the game. 35-34. Get across the timeline. Set up the play. Over to E-step. E-step. Bounce pass underneath to Cook. Cook gets it back out. Oh, sends it over to the near side. Strong going in and driving in. Gets fouled on the way in, but before the shot. So that is the third team foul. Second personal foul for Finley Tim. Falcons get to inbound underneath their own basket. Shaw looking for the inbound. Sends it over. Is Strong with a 3-point attempt is good. Falcons now with a 4-point lead. Tim pulls it back, looking for help. Comes in near side, driving in lane. Back over to Ainsley Wolf. Ainsley Wolf with a 3-point attempt. Rebound by the Eagles. Or by the Falcons, I'm sorry. Willie Zock in the game now again. Sends it across. Back to the top of the key. Zock. E-step with a 3, and that one's off the mark. Rebound by Tim for the Eagles. Tim drives in, looking for help. Comes to the near side, battered away, but picked up by Tim. Drives in, puts it up. Does not get the drop, but draws the foul. So that's a second team foul and third personal foul for Erica Murphy. Emmy Tim shooting 2. First one is up, and that is good. Emmy Tim's second attempt. It's up, and that one is short. And rebound by Strong for the Falcons. Falcons setting up strong to the near side, driving into the lane. Bounce pass underneath to Zock. Zock turn around, trying to do a jumper. And it's called a jump ball, and it stays with the Falcons. Possession arrow stays for the Falcons. Shaw inbounds to Strong at the top of the key. Strong looking to set up. Over to Zock. Zock looked at the three. Drives in underneath, puts it up, and rims around and drops in for two. 5-point lead for the Falcons. Strong giving good pressure. Tim, 3-point from the top of the key, and that one's short. And that's rebounded by Ainsley Wolf, which puts it up, and that one does drop in. Three-point lead for the Falcons. Zock with the ball, sends it to Strong on the near side. Strong crosses the top of the key. Picks it up, goes to E-step. E-step on the far side. Couple of dribbles, bounce pass to Zock. 2:11 left, 11 seconds on the shot clock. Back over to Strong. Strong driving in. Tim for the Eagles knocks it out of bounds, out of the hands of Strong, so he stays for the Falcons. 5 seconds left of the shot clock. Zock to inbound. Fellow Zock. Bounce pass underneath to Strong. Puts it up and off the rim, but rebound by the Eagles. Send it forward to Wolf. Wolf drives in. Sends to the far side and bounces out. Good save by Murphy. Bounce pass to Strong on the near side. Drives in the lane, puts it up, and it rims around and drops in. Pass to Wolf. Wolf gets it back out. Ainsley Wolf drives in, not able to get it. Tim back out to Wolf. Wolf with a three-point attempt, and that one is able to drop in, sinks it. It's a two-point game, minute, 12 seconds left. Belzak hands off to Strong. Strong. As it's stolen away, the Eagles call a timeout and regret that one, as it broke up their breakaway. And so we'll be back in 1 minute right here on WDCNEmedia.com.
When roof damage, leaks, or exterior wear put your property at risk, they're here to help with responsive service and clear solutions. Since 2006, our TDH contracting team has served Omaha and the surrounding Douglas County areas, providing solutions that focus on safety, durability, and transparency. They help local homeowners and businesses take control of unexpected roofing problems, storm damage, and ongoing structural concerns with practical, high-quality work. From urgent repairs to full remodels, they're equipped to handle a wide range of needs with a steady hand and a forward-thinking approach. TDH Contracting, building up trust one.
Smart Freight Funding, the #1 factoring company for the bulk trucking industry, is a proud sponsor of DC West sports, activities, and the Booster Club. You can find details about Smart Freight Funding at smartfreightfunding.com.
Welcome back to Falcon Gymnasium. The Falcons leading the Eagles by 2. The Eagles called a timeout accidentally. Well, they thought it was because Emmy Tim was on the ground and they didn't want to travel, but she was able to get it up to a co-player and stopped a breakaway with their own timeout. Tim gets it in underneath to Ainsley Wolf. Called for travel. Turnover back over to the Falcons. 44.9 seconds left. Falcons leading by 2, 42-40. Inbound, full court press. Fourth team foul. So one more, and then the Falcons are in double bonus. Strong looking to inbound. And she ends up crossing the baseline, turns over back over to the Eagles with 41.6 seconds left. Wolf tries to inbound, knocked out of bounds by Erica Murphy. Stays with the Eagles. Macy Wolf to inbound. Sends it in to Tim. Collision right there. Eagles able to maintain the ball. Sends it around the near side. Josie Adams. Good block, but recovered by the Eagles. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. 24 seconds left of the game. Eagles wanting to try to take, trying to call the game, but three-pointer, and that one is off the mark, and rebound by Lily Zock, who gets a foul. Five seconds left of the game, and Bella Zock gets to go to the free throw line for 2. Falcons time to take a timeout. Leading by 2 with free throws on the way. So we will take a quick timeout as well, right here on WDCNEmedia.com.
Omaha Animal Medical Group is a full-service veterinary clinic located at 3316 North 120th Street in Omaha. Our 3 doctors are available for regular appointments, walk-ins, emergencies, and surgical procedures. Dr. Courtney Knott of Omaha Animal Medical Group offers small animal veterinary in-home visits to Valley and Waterloo residents. This is a low-stress option for your pet's health care needs.
Omaha Animal Medical Group, where pets are family.
New Moon Cleaning is a proud sponsor of DC West Sports and Activities and Booster Club. You can check out New Moon Cleaning, where you can refresh, renew, and revive your home. Find them at new-moon-cleaning.com.
Well, we're back to the Falcon Gymnasium. 5 seconds left of the game. Falcons at the free throw line. Bella Zock at the free throw line. Falcons leading by 2. Bella Zock, first attempt is up, and that is good. So if she can make this next one, it puts the game out of reach. Second one up, and that is good. So 4-point lead. Full timeout. We'll be back right after this on WDCNEmedia.com.
Welcome to Porky Butts Barbecue, a proud sponsor of DC West Athletics.
Hey guys, Blaine here for Porky Butts Barbecue. Teaming up with the local community means a lot to my wife and I, and giving back to the community means everything. We're excited to continue serving award-winning barbecue to our community and everybody that just enjoys our smoked meat.
You can find Porky Butts award-winning barbecue located off of 156th and Maple, where we offer dine-in and catering perfect for any size of events.
Come to Porky Butts, where we're smoking our butts off.
Welcome back to Falcon Stadium. 5 seconds left. Falcons lead. lead by 4 points with 5 seconds left. Arlington with the inbound. Sends it across. Tim to drive in. And gets fouled on the desperation shot. So with that, they called the game because if nothing, it wouldn't be able to do anything. So Falcons win. We knew it was going to be a tough game as the Eagles have a great record, 3-1, now 3-2. Falcons now with a 2-3. We're going to take a break, and we have the boys game coming up in just a little while. So congratulations to the Falcons as they pulled this one off. Thank you again to all of the sponsors. AWS Well Company. And let's see, we'll go to the post-game show. Brought to us by Anchor Roofing and AWS Well Company, Meade, Nebraska. So,
Anchor Roofing and Landscaping is a proud sponsor of DC West Falcons, and they can handle all roofing needs, both residential and commercial. Their philosophy is just built around how you would like to be treated as if they were in your shoes. So they take away all that guesswork by having open, honest dialogue with their customers. It makes the whole process easier for everyone. Learn more at anchorroofing.com. Water is the source of life, and with more of us moving to the dream of quiet country living, we need a trusted source for our home's water needs. AWS Well Company of Meade is that professional, reliable, and trusted service in the water well industry for over 50 years. Full service provider and one stop for everything from private to commercial water well drilling. Put AWS Wells expertise to work for your water needs. Find out more about the area's groundwater pros. Go to awswell.com.
Well, the Lady Falcons win over the Eagles. Now in just less than 20 minutes, we'll have the boys take on each other. We'll be back here Thursday with both teams as the Falcons take on Raymond Central. So stay right there. Again, say thank you to all the sponsors, part of the Falcon Pride Booster Club. And we will continue to bring you the game tonight as the boys take on the Arlington Eagles. All right, welcome everybody as we are getting into the second game. And we have the pregame show brought to us by Rayson Wealth Partners, One Staff, and Porky Butts Barbecue. We'll take a look at some of the stats and some of the expectations of this game after we say thank you to these sponsors on WDCNEmedia.com.
Athletes hustle, nurses hustle, recruiters hustle. Guess who's hiring? One Staff, and we're ready for the next team of all-stars. Casual work environment, unlimited opportunity, work hard, play hard, apply today, osmcareers.com. One Staff's goal is to have more personal touch with the travelers we work for and the employees we hire to work with in the healthcare industry. One Staff makes it fun because of the exceptional talent and sparkling souls we seek out to hire. You can apply today, osmcareers.com.
Welcome to Porky Butts Barbecue, a proud sponsor of DC West Athletics.
Hey guys, Blaine here for Porky Butts Barbecue. Teaming up with the local community means a lot to my wife and I, and giving back to the community means everything. We're excited to continue serving award-winning barbecue to our community and everybody that just enjoys our smoked meat.
You can find Porky Butts award-winning barbecue located off of 156th and Maple, where we offer dine-in and catering perfect for any size of events.
Come to Porky Butts where we're smoking our butts off.
Well, we have the Porky Butts Barbecue, Rayson Wealth Partners, Ryan Urban, and One Staff's pregame show as the 2-0 Falcons taking on the 1-3 Arlington Eagles. Let's take a look at some of the things that kind of separate the two. The Falcons have had a pretty tough schedule at the beginning, and this is their third game of the season, facing off against Gretna and Fort Calhoun, winning both of those, and now facing off against Arlington. Arlington has faced a tough schedule on their own, as they have fought and lost against West Point Beamer, as well as Lakeview Utan and Brownell Talbot. Now the Falcons get to face off against Brownell Talbot coming up soon, but we'll take a look at that. So overall, for the stats for Arlington, Oliver Ladoff leading the pack for the points per game at 15.8, followed by Jack Morgan at 7 and Parker Robinson at 5.5. Bradley Fulner with a 47% field goal percentage. Parker Robinson 40%, and Owen Ladoff at 38. Rebounds per game, Jack Morgan leading the way with 5 rebounds. And assists per game, Owen Ladoff with 2.5. Steals per game, 1.5 goes to Jack Morgan leading the way there. Blocks per game, Parker Robinson 2.5. And Luke Sharp with 83 foul points per game, 83% of the foul points. And then Oliver Ladoff leading with 33% of the 3 points. Coming back over to the Falcons. Only 2 games being played so far. And so let's see. Trey Olson leading the way with 14 points per game average. Also 58% field goal percentage by Trey Olson. Nolan Asher leading with 6 rebounds per game. Assists per game goes Caden Foster at 2.5. Steals per game, Nolan Asher, 2 per game. And blocks per game, 1 per game by Nolan Asher. Trey Olson with a foul point percentage of 71%. And then Zane Wohlers leading the way with a 3-pointer, 75% at the 3-point line. Trey Olson leading with 28 points so far this season. Well, we have a minute 1:40 left before the game starts, so we'll say thank you to more sponsors, part of the Falcon Pride Booster Club, bringing you all of the DC West Falcons right here on WDCNEmedia.com.
Water is the source of life, and with more of us moving to the dream of quiet country living, we need a trusted source for our home's water needs. AWS Well Company of Meade is that professional, reliable, and trusted service in the water well industry for over 50 years. Full service provider and one stop for everything from private to commercial water well drilling. Put AWS Wells expertise to work for your water needs. Find out more about the area's groundwater pros. Go to awswell.com. Anchor Roofing and Landscaping is a proud sponsor of DC West Falcons, and they can handle all roofing needs, both residential and commercial. Their philosophy is just built around how you would like to be treated as if they were in your shoes. So they take away all that guesswork by having open, honest dialogue with their customers. It makes the whole process easier for everyone. Learn more at anchorroofing.com.
Welcome back to the Raystone Wealth Partners, One Staff and Porky Butts Barbecue pregame. We'll turn things over to the stadium announcer.
Organized Capital Conference game between the Eagles of Arlington High School and your Dallas County West Falcons. At this time, we would like to play our sportsmanship video.
Reminder, it is open use from all the things and incentives. Remember, this is for student athletes and it's just a game. Want this to be an exciting and joyful experience for everyone in attendance.
No yelling at the officials. That's not why you're at the game. We're here to watch the team. They all work in progress and trying their best.
No yelling at the coaches. They're trying their best to put each team in the best possible position to win the game. Just be supportive of them all season. Coaching is not easy. Let's go, Falcons!
No negative yelling at any players on the court. They already know when messed up and we need everyone to have that nice feeling about it. Instead of being embarrassed and worrying about their parents or fans or losers.
Both positive energy, respectful, and a great overall experience for everyone. We need your help in being encouraged, showing sportsmanship, not yelling, and just spirit.
At this time, we would like to recognize the parents of the DC West boys basketball team. All the parents would please stand and be recognized. Thank you for all your time and effort and support of the DC West boys basketball program. Thank you, parents. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for tonight's contest. First for the Eagles of Arlington High School. A senior, number 0, Oliver Lanahaw. A junior, number 2, Owen Lanahaw. A senior, number 12, Luke Sharp. A sophomore, number 13, Jack Morgan. A junior, number 21, Parker Robinson. Assistant coaches are Kyle Buckingham, Chad Sharp, Adam Larson, and Blaine Hildenkamp. Head coach of the Eagles, Jake Pop.
West Capital Conference basketball before us. And now we are ready for tip-off. And tip-off is won by the Eagles. Getting it in underneath to Sharp. Sharp drives in, looking for help underneath, and is able to feed it over to Robinson to put it up for two. Falcons now, Schreiber sends it to Wohlers. Wohlers hands it off, back to the top of the key as Trey Olson goes in for two and gets fouled on the way in, so he gets sent to the foul line. So that is the first team foul and first personal foul for Parker Robinson. Trey Olson's first attempt is up, and that is good. Second attempt up. That rims out, but rebound. And going up, Nolan Asher was able to grab it. He tried to go up again, and it became a jump ball. Possession arrow for the Falcons. Falcons get to inbound. Back out to Asher. Asher sends it over to Schreiber. Schreiber back to Asher. Asher sends it across to Smith. Smith drives in. Schreiber with the three-point is off the mark, but rebounded by the Eagles. Eagles sending it forward. Feed it over to Morgan. Morgan sends it back out to Robinson all the way across the top to Ladoff. Ladoff sends it all the way to cross and looking for help and goes out of bounds off of, looks like that was Lane Smith tapping it out for the Falcons, so it stays with the Eagles. Owen Ladoff to inbound. Sends it over to Oliver Ladoff. Runs all the way across the near side. Looking for help, trying to put it up. And is able to get it to drop in through the blocks. So Ladoff with points there. Falcons onto the near side, driving in. Wohlers tries to drive in. It's not able to get it to sink. And turnover to the Eagles. Eagles get it in, send it across. Bounce pass underneath to Oliver Ladoff. All the way across to Owen Ladoff. Oliver drives in and jump ball. So it stays with the Eagles as possession arrow favors them. Eagles at their own baseline. Owen to inbound. Sends it all the way out to Sharp. Sharp sends it across to Robinson with a three-point. Able to get that to drop in. So drains the three, puts it up 7-1. Falcons on the attack on the far side. Schreiber feeds it in, and driving in was Nolan Asher to be able to lay it up and in for two. The Eagles leading 7-3. Owen Ladoff gets it all the way across to Oliver Ladoff on the near side, three-point attempt. Rebound was by Schreiber. I'm sorry, St. Wohlers. Gets it out to the top of the key. Falcons center across with three-point up and rebound by the Eagles. Eagles get it to the near side. Owen Ladoff tries to get it in. Sharp comes back to get it. Taken out of his hands was by and fed underneath to Wohlers, who was able to put it up for two. Two-point lead for the Eagles. Coming over the near side, hands it over to Owen Ladoff. Owen sends it down to the near corner, Robinson. Robinson to Ladoff. Ladoff Sends to Oliver Ladoff. Parker Robinson on the far side, drives in the lane, picks up, hands it underneath to Morgan. 3 points, good. Or 2 point, so it is a 2 point. Passes forward. Looked at the 3 point on the near side. Schreiber with a 3. That one rims out. Rebound by the Eagles. So it's a 4 point lead for the Eagles. Feeds underneath to Sharp. Sharp sends it to the far side, 3 point attempt, and it's off the mark. Fed forward to Lane Smith, who gets the foul. That's a second team foul for the Eagles. First personal foul for Owen Ladoff. Trey Schreiber to inbound, gets it over to Wallers. Wallers sends it all the way across to the near side, gets underneath to Wallers. Wallers puts it up, gets the foul, and is able to drop it in. So now he gets to go to the foul line for the 3 point attempt. So that is the third team foul and second personal foul for Parker Robinson. The and one is up and good. It's a 1 point lead for the Eagles. Coming to the near side. Going in, and the Falcons draw a foul. So Foster, first personal foul, first team foul. So the Eagles get to inbound on the near side. Feeds it to Fulner. Hands it off to Ladoff. Ladoff to the other Ladoff to Owen. Owen driving in the lane, looking for help. Underneath feed to Sharp. Back out to the near side to Fulner. Drives in, puts it up, but gets fouled. Is not able to get it to drop. So going to the foul line for 2 is Brantley Fulner. And that is the first personal foul, second team foul by Schreiber. First attempt is good. It's a 2 point lead for the Eagles. 3:02 left of the first period. So Nolan Asher and Lane Smith come in for the Falcons. Second attempt. Fulner is up, and that one's good. Inbound to Schreiber. Sends it forward. Bounce pass over to the near side. Goes to the top of the key. Schreiber passes to the near side to Smith. Smith sends it all the way across over to Asher. Asher drives in, then passes back out. 3 point attempt. And so Smith causes the foul, turnover to the Eagles. Third team foul, first personal foul for Smith. Fuller draws a foul, so that's a fourth team foul for the Falcons. Second personal foul for... So is that Caden Foster, do they call it? Second personal foul? Jack Morgan inbound. Sends it into Bentley Fuller. Looking for help. Gets it out to Jack Morgan. Morgan feeds it underneath to Stanke, but it's stolen away. Trey Olson tries to get it sent forward, but taken away by the Eagles. Oliver laid off. Blocked by Zane Wallers. Feeds it over to Schreiber. Schreiber looking to drive in. With a jumper is able to drop it in for 2. Minute 48 left of the first period. Eagles lead by 1. And that's a timeout by the Eagles. So their second timeout, and we'll go ahead and take a break. Say thank you to the Falcon Pride Booster Club sponsors right here on WDCNEmedia.com.
Anchor Roofing and Landscaping is a proud sponsor of DC West Falcons, and they can handle all roofing needs, both residential and commercial. Their philosophy is just built around how you would like to be treated as if they were in your shoes. So they take away all that guesswork by having open, honest dialogue with their customers. It makes the whole process easier for everyone. Learn more at anchorroofing.com.
Welcome back to Falcon Gymnasium as it's boys basketball right here. Falcons taking on the Arlington Eagles. Coming out of the timeout is the Eagles basketball. Inbound to Fulner. And a turnover back over to the Falcons. 1 point lead for the Eagles. Asher to inbound. Schreiber to receive. Gets across the timeline. Comes across back Asher. Asher feeds it over to Wohlers. Wohlers to Asher. Asher underneath to Olson. Olson with a fade away and takes over the lead just like that. 12-11. Eagles send it forward on the near side. Oliver laid off. Drives in the lane. Tries to put it up and is not able to get it out of his hands. Goes out of bounds and turnover to the Falcons. Falcons inbound to Schreiber. Sends it across to Asher. Asher back to Schreiber. Underneath to Olson. And Nolan Asher trying to drive in. And that is the 5th team foul and first personal foul by Brantley Fulner for the Eagles. And that puts the Falcons in double bonus. Asher's first attempt rims out. .6 seconds left of the first period. Second attempt up, and that is short. So not able to do anything off of the free points attempt. The Eagles on the attack from the near side looking for help. Goes out of bounds, and they say it off of Falcons' foot, so stays with the Eagles. Owen laid off to inbound. Looking for help, sends over to Oliver laid off. Oliver picks up the ball, looking for help. Passes to Jack Morgan. Jack Morgan with a three-point attempt. Rebound ended up in the hands of Trey Olson. On the far side, Schreiber gets it back out. Olson now has it at the top of the key, drives in the lane, tries to put it up, and just short. Rebound by the Eagles. 23 seconds left. Shot clock and the regular clock match now. Hand off to Fullendorfer. Back over to Morgan. Morgan sends the near side to Oliver Landoff. underneath to Owen laid off and called for the travel with just under a second left of the first period. So the Falcons get to inbound, so really it's just a inbound and throw. And that one was off the mark, but a good attempt. So one complete, and the Falcons lead 12-11. Taking a quick look at the points as we see for the Falcons. We do have Zane Wohlers leading with 5 points, followed up by Trey Olson, 3. And then 2 points going to both Nolan Asher and Trey Schreiber. For the Eagles, 3 individuals have 2 points each. We have Oliver Ladoff with 2 points, Brantley Fuller with 2 points, and Jack Morgan with 2 points. We'll be back in just a moment after we take a quick break right here on WDCNEmedia.com.
Welcome to Porky Butts Barbecue, a proud sponsor of DC West Athletics.
Hey guys, Blaine here for Porky Butts Barbecue. Teaming up with the local community means a lot to my wife and I, and giving back to the community means everything. We're excited to continue serving award-winning barbecue to our community and everybody that just enjoys our smoked meat.
You can find Porky Butts award-winning barbecue located off of 156th and Maple, where we offer dine-in and catering perfect for any size of events.
Come to Porky Butts where we're smoking our butts off.
Welcome back as Falcons have the basketball going into the second period. On the far side, he gets it in underneath, nice and open, tries to put it up, but not able to get the timing right. Gets it back out, putting it up as Schreiber for 2. Now the Falcons with a 3-point lead. Eagles on the near side. Get underneath, feet underneath, and it rims out. Jump ball coming down. Eagles keep the ball on that one as it just rims out, and a couple of players going at it from each team. Eagles get it inbound. And quickly, there's a foul coming in, and that is Nolan Asher's first personal foul and first team foul for the second period. Inbound comes right in underneath, trying to drive in. Sends back out to Owen Ladoff, who drives in, puts it up, and it rims out. Rebound. Tried to throw it off of Falcon to go out of bounds, but they were able to recover. Schreiber goes in and puts it up. Trey Schreiber was able to put 2 more up. And Luke Sharp, Trey Schreiber, or actually Luke Sharp and Trey Olson going at it. And so discussion. And so it's going to go ahead. And that's Luke Sharp's second personal, first team foul for the Eagles. Wohlers inbounds to Schreiber. To the near side. Looking for, sends all the way across to Wohlers. Wohlers gets it across. 3-point attempt by Asher. And out of bounds by the Falcons. So becomes the Eagles' ball. 6:40 left of the half. Eagles driving onto the far side. Owen picks it up, hands it over to Faulkner. Looking for help. Sends it out to Morgan. Back to Faulkner. Faulkner sends it to Owen. Owen with a long 3. Bounces out. Faulkner with the recovery. Feeds it underneath to Owen. Owen goes up, but a nice block by Wohlers. Just stuffed on that one. Inbound, comes in, goes across to the near side. Three-point attempt, and that one is off the mark. Rebound by Wohlers. The Wohlers with the rebounds goes across the timeline. Onto the far side, Asher. Asher gets it out to Olsen. Olsen to Schreiber. Schreiber back out to Smith. Smith to Schreiber, underneath to Asher. Asher puts it up and is not able to drop it in. Eagles with a rebound, sends it forward to Owen. Or Oliver, I'm sorry. Oliver laid off. Oliver and Owen, I'm going to say their first names. So back over to the near side. Fulner feeds it underneath to Robinson. Robinson with the overshot. Rebound by Asher for the Falcons. And he tries to send it forward to Wohlers, but just off the mark. Goes out of bounds. Turnover. So Foster comes in and gives Smith a break. Eagles comes across the timeline. Oliver at the top of the key. And a little bit too handsy on that one. Trost gets the foul. So that's his third team foul, first personal foul. Inbound for the Eagles goes to Jack Morgan. Jack Morgan sends it over to Oliver, drives the lane, stops, looking for help, sends it all the way across to Fulner. Fulner puts it up and is able to get it to sink. And with that, that is a long timeout coming up by Arlington. So Falcons leading 16-13, 4:43 left of the first half.
New Moon Cleaning is a proud sponsor of DC West Sports and Activities and Booster Club. You can check out New Moon Cleaning, where you can refresh, renew, and revive your home. Find them at new-moon-cleaning.com.
Omaha Animal Medical Group is a full-service veterinary clinic located at 3316 North 120th Street in Omaha. Our 3 doctors are available for regular appointments, walk-ins, emergencies, and surgical procedures. Dr. Courtney Knott of Omaha Animal Medical Group offers small animal veterinary in-home visits to Valley and Waterloo residents. This is a low-stress option for your pet's health care needs.
Omaha Animal Medical Group, where pets are family.
Welcome back to Falcon Gym as we have the Falcon boys taking on the Arlington Eagles. Falcons with the ball and the lead, 16-13. Inbound to Schreiber. Schreiber sets up the play at the top of the key. Gets it over to Olsen. Olsen tries to get it in underneath to Wohlers, who does retrieve it. And Wohlers on the aggressive rebound gets called for the foul. First personal foul, 4th team foul. 4:25 left of the first half. A light press by the Falcons. Eagles finally get it across the timeline. Off the back of the rim. Rebound goes up and travel. So Owen laid off, tried to put it up, but he ended up traveling, so basket did not count. Falcons inbound to the far side to Schreiber. Schreiber back over to Wohlers. Wohlers back to Schreiber. Sends it all the way forward. back to the top of the key. Schreiber driving in the lane, puts it up, and is able to get it to drop in for 2. Eagles send it to Owen. Owen forward, gets it forward across the timeline to Morgan. Morgan sends it across to Oliver, who attempts the 3. Luke Sharp with a rebound. Owen with the 3-point attempt, and the rebound now by Trey Olson. He takes it down the court. Olson gets it over to Wohlers. Wohlers to Schreiber. Schreiber with the offensive foul, and that sends that puts the Eagles into double bonus now. Oliver at the top of the key, looking for help. Turns around, drives in the lane. Loses the ball, stripped away by Wohlers. Sends it forward to Schreiber. 3-point attempt, and that is off the rim, back of the rim. Going after it was Foster, and he is called for the penalty. Okay, so he didn't call a foul on that one. They just say it was out of bounds off of him. So turnover to the Eagles. Oliver or Owen sends it over to Jack Morgan, who travels. So the Falcons with the inbound, 2:36 left of the half, leading 18-13. Schreiber with the crossing the line. Sends it all the way near side. Wohlers drives in, puts it up, and gets fouled as he gets the 2 points. So Wohler is going to the free throw line. It's the second team foul, for second personal foul by Fulner. So we have the and one coming up here in a moment. And that is up off the mark. And rebound by the Eagles. Owen for the Eagles gets it down. Trying to get back to the top of the key. Feeds underneath. Puts it up Fulner. Not able to get it to drop in. Rebound by Smith. Feeds it to the far side to Schreiber. Comes all the way across to the near side for Foster. Schreiber goes up and in, and it's not able to do anything with it. He goes out of bounds off of the Eagles, so it stays with the Falcons. Minute 51 left of the half. Falcons leading 20-13. Sending it out to Foster. Foster gets it all the way back to Schreiber. Schreiber feeds underneath to Asher. Asher gets fouled. So that's the third team foul and first personal foul by Oliver Ladoff. Schreiber to inbound. Sends it all the way to the top for Wohlers. Wohlers back over to Asher. Drives in. Tries to feed it back out. Saved by Smith. Comes to the near side. And a three-point attempt is a little bit long. And that is recovered by Owen. One on the near side. Dribbles to the top of the key. Sends all the way across to the far side as Fulner looks to drive in. Sends it back out to Robinson. Robinson is trying to set up the play. Minute 7 left of the half. Back over to Ladoff. Ladoff puts it up but not able to drop it in. Rebound by Wohlers for the Falcons. Schreiber on the far side. Back to Asher. Asher gets it over to Olsen. Olsen back to Asher. Asher to Schreiber. Schreiber looking to drive in. Bounce pass. And that is saved by Olsen. Smith now back to Olsen. And a carry penalty. It turns the ball over to the Eagles. Falcons leading 20-13 with 32.8 seconds left of the half. Eagles send Jack Morgan inbound to Oliver Ladoff. Takes his time across the timeline. Looking at coach for a play call. Drives to the near side. Hands it off to Morgan. Morgan driving into the lane, passes off to the near side. To Sharp. Sharp tries to pass, but it's stolen by Schreiber. Schreiber on the drive, puts it up. Does not go in, but does draw the foul. So that is the second personal foul by Oliver Ladoff and the fourth team foul for the period, but less than a second left. 2 attempts. First one is up and bounces around, drops in. (21-13). Second attempt is up, and that is good. 22-13. 9-point lead for the Falcons. And a long attempt at the buzzer, but does not go in. So, first half is complete. Falcons lead 22-13 over the Arlington Eagles. And so we are now in halftime. We'll come back in just a moment. We'll actually leave it here for right now. But we do have the TDH Roofing and Siding and Smart Freight Funding halftime. We'll go ahead and watch the dance team as we continue on here. Unfortunately, we can't play the music because of YouTube copyright laws. They're going ahead and restarting the computer here for a second anyway. As we wait for that to happen, let's go ahead and say thank you to the Falcon Pride Booster Club sponsors that are a part of all of our broadcasts. Of course, we have the halftime show today is brought to us by Smart Freight Funding and TDH Roofing and Siding. We also want to say thank you to sponsors like Beyond Dreams Custom Landscape, Cookie Cups, Shields, Heidi Sesko, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Junk Stock, New Moon Cleaning, Omaha Animal Medical Group, Daubert Construction, Anchor Roofing, AWS Well Company, One Staff, Raystone Wealth Partners, Brian Urban, Porky Butts. Nope. So let's go ahead and we'll take a break as they figure things out here, right here on WDCNEmedia.com.
Anchor Roofing and Landscaping is a proud sponsor of DC West Falcons, and they can handle all roofing needs, both residential and commercial. Their philosophy is just built around how you would like to be treated as if they were in your shoes. So they take away all that guesswork by having open, honest dialogue with their customers. It makes the whole process easier for everyone. Learn more at anchorroofing.com. Water is the source of life, and with more of us moving to the dream of quiet country living, we need a trusted source for our home's water needs. AWS Well Company of Meade is that professional, reliable, and trusted service in the water well industry for over 50 years. Full service provider and one stop for everything from private to commercial water well drilling. Put AWS Wells expertise to work for your water needs. Find out more about the area's groundwater pros. Go to awswell.com. Athletes hustle, nurses hustle, recruiters hustle. Guess who's hiring? One staff, and we're ready for the next team of all-stars. Casual work environment, unlimited opportunity, work hard, play hard. Apply today, osmcareers.com. One staff's goal is to have more personal touch with the travelers we work for and the employees we hire to work with in the healthcare industry. One staff makes it fun because of the exceptional talent and sparkling souls we seek out to hire. You can apply today, osmcareers.com. Smart Freight Funding, the #1 factoring company for the bulk trucking industry, is a proud sponsor of DC West sports, activities, and the Booster Club. You can find details about Smart Freight Funding at smartfreightfunding.com.
When roof damage, leaks, or exterior wear put your property at risk, they're here to help with responsive service and clear solutions. Since 2006, our TDH contracting team has served Omaha and the surrounding Douglas County areas, providing solutions that focus on safety, durability, and transparency. They help local homeowners and businesses take control of unexpected roofing problems, storm damage, and ongoing structural concerns with practical, high-quality work. From urgent repairs to full remodels, they're equipped to handle a wide range of needs with a steady hand and a forward-thinking approach. TDH Contracting, building up trust one project at a time.
New Moon Cleaning is a proud sponsor of DC West Sports and Activities and Booster Club. You can check out New Moon Cleaning, where you can refresh, renew, and revive your home. Find them at new-moon-cleaning.com.
Omaha Animal Medical Group is a full-service veterinary clinic located at 3316 North 120th Street in Omaha. Our 3 doctors are available for regular appointments, walk-ins, emergencies, and surgical procedures. Dr. Courtney Knott of Omaha Animal Medical Group offers small animal veterinary in-home visits to Valley and Waterloo residents. This is a low-stress option for your pet's health care needs.
Omaha Animal Medical Group, where pets are family.
Welcome to Porky Butts Barbecue, a proud sponsor of DC West Athletics.
Hey guys, Blaine here for Porky Butts Barbecue. Teaming up with the local community means a lot to my wife and I, and giving back to the community means everything. We're excited to continue serving award-winning barbecue to our community and everybody that just enjoys our smoked meat.
You can find Porky Butts award-winning barbecue located off of 156th and Maple, where we offer dine-in and catering perfect for any size of events.
Come to Porky Butts where we're smoking our butts off.
Smart Freight Funding, the #1 factoring company for the bulk trucking industry, is a proud sponsor of DC West sports, activities, and the Booster Club. You can find details about Smart Freight Funding at smartfreightfunding.com.
When roof damage, leaks, or exterior wear put your property at risk, they're here to help with responsive service and clear solutions. Since 2006, our TDH contracting team has served Omaha and the surrounding Douglas County areas, providing solutions that focus on safety, durability, and transparency. They help local homeowners and businesses take control of unexpected roofing problems, storm damage, and ongoing structural concerns with practical, high-quality work. From urgent repairs to full remodels, they're equipped to handle a wide range of needs with a steady hand and a forward-thinking approach. TDH Contracting, building up trust one project at a time.
Welcome back to Falcon Gymnasium as we're getting ready for the second half. Again, saying thank you to all the sponsors, part of the Falcon Pride Booster Club. If you want to learn more about them, you can certainly go to the QR code for the Falcon Pride Booster Club and be able to see that as you travel through the game. So, as we start off with the second half, Falcons with the inbound. Onto the near side. Schreiber sends it all the way across. Smith back to Schreiber. A 5-second violation in the inside by Trey Olson, so that's a turnover to the Eagles. Eagles inbound. So Oliver tries to go in, but bounced off and stolen away by Nolan Asher. Sends it to the far side. Driving in, not able to get it to drop in. But the rebound is good by Zane Wohlers. 24-13. Oliver laid off. Bounce pass outside. Jack Morgan with three-point attempt. Does not go in, but Sharp with the rebound is able to put it in. Zane Wohlers sends it forward to Schreiber. Back out to Wohlers. Wohlers sends it across to Asher. Asher all the way to the far side for Lane Smith. Back to the top with Schreiber. 24-15. Hand off. Pat feet underneath to Schreiber, who gets fouled. Does not able to get it to sink, but is able to go to the foul line. Trey Schreiber able to go in and attempt two. First attempt is good. Second attempt. It's on its way. And that one comes out, but is rebound by Asher. So back across the top, all the way over to the far side to Wohlers. Wohlers with a three-point attempt, and that's good. So 4 points coming off of that one. The Eagles now. Owen laid off. Gets it over to Oliver. Back to Owen. Oliver tries to feed it in underneath, and it's deflected by Zane Wohlers. So it still stays with the Eagles. 5:59 left of the third period, 28-15. Falcons with the lead. Inbound goes across to the near side. Oliver looking for help, sends it over to Sharp. Sharp hands it off to Owen. Owen goes all the way across, underneath, and it is a shot clock violation. Great defense by the Falcons, not giving the Eagles an opportunity. So Nolan Asher inbounds to Schieber. Comes back around. Over to Schieber. Gets across the timeline. Pulls back at the three-point line. Goes over into the lane. Turnaround jumper is off the mark, but able to get his own rebound. Waller's able to put it in, but comes back out. Does not drop in, but we see Trey Olson go up and draw the foul. And that's the first personal foul for Nolan Frondorfer. So second team foul for the Eagles. So Trey Olson able to attempt two at the foul line. First attempt is up, and that is good. 29-15. Falcons were looking to double Arlington's score at the moment. If he's able to make this one. It's up, and that is good. 30-15. 5:22 left of the third period. Jack Morgan gets it into Luke Sharp. Luke Sharp back to Morgan. Morgan gets it over to the leadoff. Sharp grabs it and sends it back out to Oliver. Breakaway by Schieber. Loses control of it. And goes out of bounds. But he is disappointed on that one because he was wide open. Just couldn't hold on to it. Eagles get it to Jack Morgan. Across the timeline. Send it to the near side, Sharp. Sharp gets it over to Frondorfer. Back over to Owen. Drives in underneath. Jack Morgan puts it up and rebound. And held on by Trey Olson. Trey Olson sends it back over to Foster. Foster drives in. Not able to get the connection and turn over to the Eagles. Morgan to Sharp. Sharp gets it back out to Frondorfer. Almost stolen by the Falcons, but three-point attempt was short. And they're going to try that one again. Rebound. And they're going to call an offensive foul against Nolan Asher. Charging. So that is Asher's second personal foul, the first team foul. Trying to clean up some moisture at the foul line. And ending up saying it's good enough. So the Eagles get to inbound. They send it in to Fulner. Fulner off to Oliver. Back over to Owen. Oliver underneath. Trying to feed it. Bounces back out to Fulner. Fulner gets it to Frondorfer. Frondorfer to Oliver with a three-point attempt, and that's off the mark. Rebound by Trey Olson, who sends it forward. And going up Nice forward pass to Wohlers, who puts it up. Not able to get it to sink, but draws the foul. So that is sending Wohlers to the free throw line. That is Oliver Ladoff's third personal foul. First attempt is short. Third team foul, 3:19 left of the third period. About a minute or so with the score being the way it is, 30-15, Falcons with the lead. Next attempt is up, and that one rims out. Rebound by the Eagles. Pass forward is stolen by Lane Smith. Drives across. Sends it back over to Wohlers. Wohlers to Smith. Smith gets it underneath. Turnaround jumper is just a little too hard. Rebound by Fulner. And called with the charging is Ladoff. Turnover to the Falcons. So that is the fourth team foul. Second personal foul for Ladoff. Inbound goes over to Nolan Asher. Asher sends it across, comes back over to Smith. Smith sent back to Asher. Goes up and a nice feed underneath to Colton Trost. Puts it in for two. Breaks a dry streak of points there. Three-point attempt is short. Rebound by Lane Smith. Sends it forward. And rebound, third attempt. Stripped away. Asher had a couple of attempts there, just not able to get it to sink in. Back out to the near side, three-point attempt, and that one rims out. Picked up by Olsen. Olsen sends forward off the fingertips of Asher, goes out of bounds and turns over to the Eagles. Inbound to Fulner. Gets across the timeline. Fulner to Oliver. Oliver hands off to Owen. Owen to Oliver. Oliver gets it over to Rosenbaum. Back to Oliver. Fed underneath Oliver and goes out of bounds as it was knocked away by, looked like that was Wohlers that knocked it out of bounds. Stays with Eagles. Minute 39 left of the third period. 32-15. Falcons with the lead. Sends it in to Oliver. Oliver gets it over to Fulner. Fulner back to Oliver. Looks at the three. 4 seconds left of the shot clock. Puts it up and is short. Fed all the way up to Foster. He's not able to get it to drop. It's like the fourth breakaway. The Falcons have not been able to get it to sink in. Owen comes to the near side, loses it, and picked up. Sent forward to Asher. Asher drives into the lane. Sends to the far side. 3 points by Lane Smith. Asher with the assist on that one. Fulner drives in, puts it up, and is able to get it to drop in. Schieber drives across the timeline on the near side. Looking for the block. Gets it back over to Asher, back to Schieber. Schieber to Asher. Asher sends it across to Smith. Smith gets it in underneath to Foster. Back over to the near side. Wohlers with a 3-point. Eagles get it over to Oliver. Oliver is set up, top of the key, drives in the lane, puts it up and bounces out. Fulner with the rebound, but not able to get a drop, but does draw the foul. So that is the second team foul and the third personal foul for Foster. Fulner to get to attempt two, and looks like he is limping a little bit, so the knee that's been wrapped, a little tender. First attempt is good. 38-18. Second attempt is up, and that is good. And that is the third period is complete. Falcons leading 38-20. And we'll be back in 1 minute with the wrap-up of this game right here on WDCNEmedia.com.
Anchor Roofing and Landscaping is a proud sponsor of DC West Falcons, and they can handle all roofing needs, both residential and commercial. Their philosophy is just built around how you would like to be treated as if they were in your shoes. So they take away all that guesswork by having open, honest dialogue with their customers. It makes the whole process easier for everyone. Learn more at anchorroofing.com. Water is the source of life, and with more of us moving to the dream of quiet country living, we need a trusted source for our home's water needs. AWS Well Company of Meade is that professional, reliable, and trusted service in the water well industry for over 50 years. Full service provider and one stop for everything from private to commercial water well drilling. Put AWS Wells expertise to work for your water needs. Find out more about the area's groundwater pros. Go to awswell.com.
Well, we're 8 minutes away from the wrap-up of this game as the Falcons taking on Arlington. Lady Falcons won earlier, and the boys team there looking at a solid lead right now, 38-19. Eagles with the basketball to start. Waiting for the play call. Owen laid off to inbound. Gets it the inbound and passes it over to Jack Morgan. Morgan on the far side. Back to Oliver. Oliver sends it across to Robinson. Attempted the three, but did not get it to sink in. Olsen for the rebound. Hands it off to Schreiber for the Falcons. Trey Schreiber for two. Sharp tries to send it across to Owen, laid off, but goes out of bounds. Turnover to the Falcons. Schreiber receives the inbound and sends it back over to Trey Olsen. Back to Schreiber, Olsen. Olsen to Schreiber on the far side. Drives in the lane, puts it up, and is able to get it to drop in. Sharp with the ball. Gets across the timeline for the Eagles. Sends it to the near side to Oliver. Back over to Owen. Oliver with a three-point attempt. That's a little off. Rebound is by Robinson. Sends it back around, and the three-point attempt now by Jack Morgan. And it's received by Wohlers. Wohlers sends to the near side. Schreiber with a three-point, and that one just a little long, but he receives his own rebound. Bounce pass underneath to Trost. Goes up and is... And so that's good. 44-19, 6:26 left of the game. Falcons leading. Again, cleaning up some moisture on the court in the lane. Inbound to Oliver. Gets across the timeline, sends it to the near side to Rosenbaum. Rosenbaum sends it across to Morgan. Morgan back out to Oliver. Oliver drives in the lane, hesitates, puts it up, a little hard. Rebound by Trey Olson. Trey Olson on the move. Comes in, drives in the lane, puts it up, and just short. Rebound and a breakaway by Oliver. By Owen, I'm sorry. He gets fouled on the way up. So Oliver tries to feed to Owen. Owen goes in, gets the foul, does not able to get a drop, but so Oliver laid off at the free throw line. It's the first personal foul for Morgan Pettit. First team foul for the Falcons. 5:50 left of the game. First attempt is good. 44-20. So we have Caden Hoops coming in with Mason Pettit and Nolan Asher. Caden Foster as well on the court for the Falcons. Second attempt, and that is good. Asher inbounds, sends it all the way down. Looking for numbers, comes back out. Passes it over to Smith. Smith picks up, sends it over to Asher. Asher sends it to Pettit. Pettit pulls back, gets it out to Smith. Smith sends it all the way across to Foster. The three-point attempt is by Pettit, and that's off the bound. Rebound by Hoops, who puts it up too hard. And that is rebound by Owen for the Eagles. Oliver with a three-point attempt, and that one is off the mark. And that's rebound by Hoops. Asher with the ball, drives across, drives in, all the way sends it to the near side. Three-point attempt, and that one rims out. And rebound put up by Mason Pettit for two. Jack Morgan gets it over to Oliver. Oliver on the far side. Sends it across to the near side for Frotendorfer. Back over to Morgan. Morgan driving in the lane, puts it up, and is able to get it to sink in for two. 46-23. Pass forward, gets underneath to Hoops, who's able to put it in for two. 48-23. Driving in underneath, that is Morgan, picks it up. Owen sends it to Oliver. Gets it back over to Morgan. Morgan driving in the lane, picks it up. Loses it, and Asher with a breakaway. Puts it up and in. And a timeout is called. Nope, no timeout called on that one. I heard they were calling a timeout. So we have Oliver inbounds to Morgan. Back to Oliver. Oliver on the far side, looking to work his way to the top of the key. Comes across the near side, picks up the ball, looking for help. Sends it across to Frauendorfer, then to Owen. Owen drives in, puts it up, and drops it in, draws the foul. So Owen laid off with the and one attempt. Second team foul by the Falcons. First personal foul by Hoops. The attempt is up and rolls in. So an old-fashioned three is complete. Turnaround jumper by Mason Pettit. Actually, that was Ryder Songer. Eagles retrieve the ball. Owen puts it up and in. Pass forward. Goes to Travis. Travis feeds it underneath. Mason Pettit puts it up and draws the foul. 54-28. And so that is Oliver Ladoff's fourth personal foul. First team foul. 2:48 left of the game. Falcons, looks like the Eagles are replacing. So let's see who we have out here for the Eagles now. We have Derek Frisenlubers, Ethan Hilgenkamp, Grant Munke. Let's see, we'll try to get the other numbers as we go here. And that one's off the mark. Sends it to the far side. Liam Shearer sends it across to Frisenlubers. Back over to Monkey. And trying to go in underneath. That was Calvin Fleschner. And he draws a foul. So that's the third team foul for the Falcons, an inbound foul. Not a shooting violation. Fed into Shearer. Shearer gets it over to Frisenlubers. Back over to Monkey. He puts it up and gets the foul. So Grant Monkey with the free throws. 54-28, 2:20 left of the game. First attempt is up and just bounces out. Second attempt is up and that one's good. Nothing but net. Falcons send it across. Comes back out to Songer. Songer passes it all the way over to Travis. Travis sends it back over to Espinoza. Travis with a three-point attempt and is able to sink it. Fed underneath and goes out of bounds. And turnover to the Falcons. 57-29, a minute 54 left of the game. Inbound to Songer, or I'm sorry, that is Espinoza. Steps back, sends it over to Hankey. Espinoza all the way back over to Songer, and then on the far side underneath to Hoops. Hoops with a turnaround jumper, too strong. A rebound. And it's a jump ball. And Falcon basketball. Possession arrow favors the Falcons. Travis to inbound. Sends it out to Songer. Songer gets it across. Travis looked at the three, and the second look at the three. But Songer with a three, and that was off the mark. Rebound was by Hankey. Gets it back out to Songer. Travis recovers. Sends it across over to Hankey. Underneath the Hoops. Hoops dribbles, picks it up, puts it up, and it comes out. But rebound by Hankey. Sends it back out to Espinoza. Hoops with a recovery and tries to put it up, but draws the foul. So we'll see Caden Hoops going to the free throw line. 47.8 seconds left. Shooting two. 57-29, Falcons with a lead. First attempt is up, and that one looked like it was perfect, but it just bounced right back out. Hit that invisible plate inside. Second one up, and that one's a little short. Rebound by the Eagles. Sent over to the far side for Hilgenkamp. A three-point hit right there for the Eagles. Nice drive into the lane, turnaround jumper by Espinoza for two. 59-31, less than 20 seconds. Fleshner looked like he was going up, and he gets fouled. So Fleshner going to the free throw line. 17.6 seconds left. And that is the first personal foul of Tanner Henke. First attempt is good. (59-32). Second attempt, and that's off the mark. Rebound by Hoops. Hoops feeds over to Espinoza. Drives, pulls back, sends it across, and looks like Travis just trying to keep things going and wait for the clock to end, and that is it. So, Falcons win 59-32. So we'll take a quick break. Our post-game sponsors, AWS Well Company and Anchor Roofing. So we'll be back in one moment right here on WDCNEmedia.com.
Anchor Roofing and Landscaping is a proud sponsor of DC West Falcons, and they can handle all roofing needs, both residential and commercial. Their philosophy is just built around how you would like to be treated as if they were in your shoes. So they take away all that guesswork by having open, honest dialogue with their customers. It makes the whole process easier for everyone. Learn more at anchorroofing.com. Water is the source of life, and with more of us moving to the dream of quiet country living, we need a trusted source for our home's water needs. AWS Well Company of Meade is that professional, reliable, and trusted service in the water well industry for over 50 years. Full service provider and one stop for everything from private to commercial water well drilling. Put AWS Wells expertise to work for your water needs. Find out more about the area's groundwater pros. Go to awswell.com.
Well, the Falcons extend their winning streak as we continue on right here on WDCNEmedia.com. So now they are 3-0, and they will be back here. Both the varsity for boys and girls will be playing at home on Thursday night against Roland Collie High School. Raymond Central, facing off against the Raymond Central Mustangs. And it's going to be a good game there. So, again, I want to say thank you to all the sponsors and, of course, the Falcon Pride Booster Club being a part of our broadcasts. So, Beyond Dreams, Custom Landscape, Cookie Cups, Shields, Heidi Sesko, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Junk Stock, New Moon Cleaning, Omaha Animal Medical Group, Dauber Construction, Anchor Roofing, AWS Well Company, One Staff, Raystone Wealth Partners, Brian Urban, Smart Freight Funding, TDH, and Porky Butts. That's going to wrap up our game today. Thank you, everybody, for being a part of our broadcast right here on WDCNEmedia.com.